I've had heavy grief this week, and I've been processing through it to the best of my ability. And one of my very good friends the other day said, well, why don't you paint it out? And in my head, I was like, why hadn't I thought of that? That's literally, I love painting through my emotion, and why hadn't I thought of that? And so it got me thinking a little bit more. And here's the thing about grief engulfs you with this, it just smokes you out with like this black cloud. And when you are in such heavy grief, and when you are living it, and when you are processing it, there's nothing else that your brain can focus on. There's nothing else that you want to do except for think about what you are grieving out or grieving about. There's nothing else that makes sense. But here's the thing about art. It's a channel. Channeling your emotions through artwork, no matter what medium you use, is so incredibly powerful. So when my friend said that, I was like, oh, duh, okay. And I decided to paint my grief out, and that's what you guys are seeing here. I unexpectedly lost my dog, who was only a year old, in a very tragic way on Monday. Today's Friday. And it was horrible. It was awful. And I, wouldn't wish that on anybody. But doing anything artistic helps me so much. And through this process of creating this painting and thinking about what I wanted to capture in this painting, making the source for it, and thinking about what I wanted in there, what different elements, and the emotions that I wanted to capture, the emotions that I wanted to feel when I look at it, all of those things helped me process through what had happened and what our future is going to look like as it changes without her here. So this is a lioness, and it's really funny because as I was painting her, I recognized that her eyes actually really look like my dog's eyes, and even the expression on her face and how she is, like what her stature is and how she's standing, reminds me a lot of her. And it made my heart so happy, because this is what I mean when I say that I intuitively paint. It just comes out, and that's where the channeling comes in. Whatever I am painting, whatever I'm feeling just comes out while I am painting it, and it's beautiful and it's incredible, and it allows me to process so beautifully and express those big things that I want to express. So this lioness is a tribute to Miss Raven. She was such a beautiful, wonderful dog, and she was always looking up. She was always looking at the bright side of things. She was the happiest girl I think I had ever met in my life. And she was always up for adventure. She just wanted to do. She was the happiest girl. And she was soft and gentle and sweet. And she was a protector, just as a lioness is. And I didn't know at first why I wanted to paint a lioness, but here we are. She was a protector, and she protected her herd. And now she is above the clouds, and she is sending us rainbows to remind us to find joy on even the darkest of our days.